Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see y'all here. I really appreciate everybody who spends time with my content and interacts with me and my channel. It's a wonderful thing and I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so very much. This particular store was suggested to me by one of my viewers, one of my community, and she said that there was this store in Eustis that had the We Are Memory Keeper poster board that had stripes on it instead of the flowers in the one that I had in the last video. And so I went there to look for it so I could get some video of it, and I didn't find it. Now, either they sold out of it or it was somewhere that I didn't look. So I don't know. Anyway, this is the store in Eustis, Florida, and I put a poll in my community asking if people wanted to see the store that had the mink and the journal stuff or the paper peds that were new to me. And the votes came in, and I appreciate everyone who voted, and the votes said that they wanted to see the store that had the two paper pads that were new to me, the paper pads that I'd never seen before. So that's the store that we're in. This is the one in Eustis, Florida. This is a new one to me. I had not been to this one before. These right here are pieces of pink vellum. And if I read the sign correctly, you get 10 sheets, 10 8.5 by 11 sheets of pink vellum for $1. That is a great price for vellum. And they had these little punches that you can use to make flowers, and you could use those for clay as well as fondant. They're actually made for fondant, but you could use them for clay as well as fondant. Another one of my viewers explained to me that this was a tool that is used to make sure that the icing on a cake goes on smooth and looks great. If you want to have the queen as the passenger in your car, you've got that little cling. You can do that. There are a ton of glue sticks, not only in this store, oh my gosh, in another store. Whoa, the glue sticks. This box that I have in my hand actually has 3 packages of glue sticks in it, so that box would be $3. And then they had the resin. These are the colors that you put in the resin, and they had several of these, and they were pretty. Sorry, got to pick it up. Okay, there we go. And this glitter, wow, these glitter bottles were so pretty. And if you need glitter, if you don't mind craft COVID, they've got plenty of it. And this right here, this is black light reactive letters and words that you can use for Halloween. And I think there's like 108 pieces in there. So you've got all those letters, and then you've got all the little big words and sentiments and everything. I thought was so cool. These were neat. It's another great value item. I have not seen this one yet, but now this one's here. They had the little teeny tiny bead. They look to me like the seed bead canisters that people have. And then they had these. And if I didn't already own something very similar to this, I would have bought this immediately. I love these for my clay crafting because they're like the perfect size to cut out whatever shape you need. And that whole set was only $2.99, which is an amazing price for that particular thing right there. And they also had these. I'd never seen these in an Ollie's before, but these are those little cookie cutter, biscuit cutter font, the ones that make the little ruffled sides. That would have been $3 if you'd bought that, but they did have some individual ones that are the heart-shaped cookie cutters, and they had these rectangles, and I picked up a rectangle one because the smallest one is almost perfect for making pendants. Then they had the little fondant butterfly presses that I was just showing you, and more cookie cutters. This one had an awful lot of cookie cutters in it. Usually there's only 1 or 2 shapes of the cookie cutters, but this store had an awful lot of different cookie cutters in it. And it was kind of neat to see so many different shapes because they had the stars and they had the hearts and they had the rectangles. I've never seen that embellishment for a cake before. I thought that was really cool. And here we are back at all the other sprinkles and everything that they have. There was this one random piece sitting there. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I don't even know if it's craft, but it was it was on the, I would say dollar table, but a lot of this was actually $1.99 and not $1. So bear in mind that some of these are $1, some of these are $1.99. Like that jar of sprinkles that I just had in my hand, that was $1.99. These bottles of glitter, they're $1. And I still have not seen the girls. All I've seen are baby boy. In all the times that I've seen that in any particular Ollie's store, it's always been baby boy version. I don't know where baby girl is. It must be still sitting in a warehouse somewhere. I don't know. But it hasn't, the baby girl one hasn't shown up yet. Science fair project. Almost every time I point these out, I say this is a great thing for a science fair project because school's in session now and the science fair projects are coming, especially if you have a middle schooler. Look at all those little rolls of ribbon and twine and the little um, string that you use for card making and things that you'd have to break up in the pack. They didn't break them open yet, but they are sold individually. And this was $5, but it's a really cool set. I believe they were brush head markers. You'd have to pause it and read it. And then this says chalkboard. So maybe those are chalk pencils, which is kind of cool. And they had the bottles of glue, and that box in my hand has 3 bottles in it. That would be $3 if you wanted to buy that. And all of these boxes right here, there are 6 boxes, I believe, stacked right here. All of those are full of those bottles of glitter. That is an amazingly huge amount of glitter. This is the first time I've seen this particular tie-dye kit in an Ollie's, and this was $13, but it's a really complete set to make tie-dye out of. So it's got 9 different colors in it. It's got all sorts of other things. And my husband wanted to point this one out. He thought this was really cool. And I opened it up because this one could be opened up. And look, they've even got little fake dollars in there for you to use. That's so cool. Let's see, what else do they have? Oh, the rest of these are the kit things that they have. And I highlight a few of them. But I do want to remind you that at 4 o'clock today, so 5 hours from when this video was posted, I'm going to close the entry form. And right now I have 13 entries. And I'm giving away 5 of my handmade greeting cards. And what you're seeing right there, that is the thumbnail to the video that has the link to the entry form, and has the video itself has the information on how to enter and what you need to do and everything. So you can watch the video if you want to for the ins and outs of it. But if you read the form, you get the idea of what you have to do. But in 5 hours from the time this video is posted, that form will close. And during the football game, I will go through and not figure out, but I will go through and I will use the random number generator to determine the 5 winners, and then I'll make a video and I'll post that sometime that has these are the winner people. This is another Arteza item, and the more I see of these Arteza things, the more impressed with them I am. That is 6 pieces for $10. And if you've looked at the other Ollies, the desk stuff that they have in the Ollies, then you know that to get all 6 pieces for $10 is really cool. And this watercolor paint set impressed me because the colors that get used most often you got big patties of, and this birdhouse was right next to it. I had to point this out. I just thought it was really cute. This is a packet thing that is expandable, and I'm not really sure how it works, but I thought it was a neat idea that you have this thing that you could expand if you wanted to send multiple papers or whatever. The cute little sewing boxes. This store actually had 2 different cute little sewing boxes. And I honestly think the little one with the little circles on it was even cuter. This was a beautiful color. I've never seen that pouring paint before. And that was such a beautiful color. Slime, people. There's your glue. If you need a gallon of red paint, there it was. You know, Halloween is coming up. That gallon of red paint might come in handy for a decoration on your front lawn. And since it's like tempera paint, I think it would be really easy to clean off of your front lawn if you wanted to make some horribly macabre demonstration or display for Halloween. These are twist up crayons, but they also had this version of twist up crayons, which was fewer color choices, but bigger, so that if you have mobility issues or if you have kids who need to have something big and chunky to hold on to, there it is. Wait till later for the Post-it notes. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Arteza, I got to show you these Post-it notes. I know they're in there. I know they're in here because I've seen it. This is another thing of Post-it notes. But seriously, if you need Post-it notes, wait till I show you what comes up. Oh my gosh. So here we are with the chalk. Hi, chalk. There was all sorts of these, and they had the questionable packaging for the chalk on this, but I slowed this down. This was totally in the wrong place, but I wanted to point out, this is my public service announcement, get one of these in your kitchen. There's one of these hanging on the wall in my kitchen. I love the fact that it's there. There is the questionable packaging for the jumbo-sized chalk. I still get a chuckle every time I see it. I just think it's so funny. So back to the pegboards. This one had odd things on the pegboards. The So Cute, the little panda bears, I've never seen that on the pegboard. I have no idea what you would use this for. It is peel and stick face shapes. So maybe it's for making a poster with a face shape on it, or if you wanted to craft or draw. These invitations are 49 cents a package. 49 cents a package. Wow, that is a great price. That is a really great price. Excuse me. And we're still looking at the rest of the stuff on the pegboard. I just want to say that I appreciate everybody. I really do. I appreciate everyone who interacts with my channel. $5. $5 for a paper cutter. Wow. But I just appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much for interacting with me and my channel, taking the time to watch my videos. That is an awesome thing for you to do for me and to do with me, and I'm trying to build a great community here. That watercolor paper pad is 40 sheets of 140-pound watercolor paper for $3. Great price. And then over here, I've never seen garland in the craft sections before. I don't know if they have garland elsewhere, but these were light up garlands. They've got little fairy lights on them, and I believe they were $8. And that's really not a bad price for those. And then for those of you who do Overwatch, I have no idea why these Overwatch figures were over here in the craft section or this back to school section, which I've determined that most of this on the pegboards is a combination of craft and back to school. With the other glitter papers that they have, this for $2 is not a great buy. I would bypass that one for the other glitter papers that they have, because the stores around have different varying colors of glitter papers and different varying qualities of glitter papers, but a lot cheaper than that. And if you want to do any sort of geometry set, if your kid needs one for geometry, if you need one for a geometry class, there you go. That's right there. So this was just the pegboard stuff, and they had some really cool stuff and really different stuff in this store. But oh, do you see them? Do you see them? Do you see them? Those are actual name brand Cutter Bee scissors. Those are, from what I understand, from one of my favorite card making channels, Natasha Foot. She swears by those Cutter Bee scissors. $2. $2 for those Cutter Bee scissors. Name brand Cutter Bee fussy cutting scissors, even though the package says that they're for herbs, but still amazing price for those. This was very, very teeny tiny paper clips. This was $6, and if you can find them, you can actually get Singer brand scissors for a much lesser price than that. I think you can get one of the 3-packs was $4 in other stores. You'd have to go back and watch my videos to see which store had the scissors in it. Oh, anyway, what I was saying earlier, and I forgot to finish saying it, the link to the giveaway video is in the description for this video. So you have to click on click on the link to the giveaway video, and then when you get to the giveaway video, go to the description and link on the form. But there's information in that giveaway video that is important when you're filling out the form. These are erasable highlighters, which I've never had a use for. These, I wish I hadn't bought my Zentangle markers until I saw these, because these have the Zentangle fine point, but they also have a brush stroke point, which would have been better than what I bought. But you really don't need any markers. I've bought markers twice at these Ollies now, and I didn't need them either time, so I did not pick up another set of those because I don't need any more markers. I only saw one package of this, but this is the 4.25 by 5.5 Cricut cards for, it's 12 sets for $1. And then they had other Cricut ones. Oh, wait till you see another one of the stores that I went to today. I went to 4 stores today. Well, yesterday. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. So I went to 4 stores on Saturday. It's 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. One of them had something for Cricut that I have never seen before. It was amazing. This store actually had something for Cricut that I had never seen before, and it's right there. Yellow. I have never seen the yellow Smart. This is 110-pound cardstock, which is the right cardstock for making greeting cards. And that was, I believe, $5 for 250 sheets, which was a really great price. That's the cray paper pedal stuff. And this box said $1.99, but I couldn't find any Post-it notes or any sticky notes in here that were $1.99. But wait, they're coming. The amazing price on sticky notes is coming. They did have the Astro designs. The single color ones were, I believe, $3.99, but I did see in some stores that they were $4.99. So make sure that you check through. These are papers that are pre-cut to the perfect size to mat a 4x6 photo. So they're slightly bigger than 4x6, and they're made specifically to mat 4x6 photos, and they are double-sided, great for if you do scrapbooking or if you do memory books. This is actually foil cardstock. It's not the Cricut foil stuff. 25 sheets for $3, which wasn't bad. And then this is one of the paper pads that I have never seen before. This one's completely new to me. I'm sorry, new to me. It's called Cutie Pie, and look at that. It's double-sided. It is not super heavyweight cardstock, but it's not paper either. But it's a really cool, and it's got great patterns, and they're double-sided, and they're cute, and they're beautiful, and it was $1.99. So that's one of the ones that I'd never seen before. They had these are 25 sheet packs of cardstock, and they were $3. Unlike the store in Cartersville where they were 25 cents. Oh, that was such a great one. Oh, if you get a chance, go back and watch the Cartersville video. Oh, it was so good. They had such good prices on the stuff there. So they had 3 or 4 different patterns of this, and it was $3. This is also $3, and this is a beautiful color of glitter paper, but that's not the best way to buy this because there's only 10 sheets in there. If you get them as individual sheets, you only pay $2.50 for 10 sheets. So keep that in mind, bear that in mind when you're looking at these. I did finally see the French Prep again. It's been a while since I've seen the French Prep paper pad. So this store in Eustis has the French Prep paper pad, and they had 3 or 4 of them. And they also had like 3 or 4 of the Cutie Pie ones. So there's still another one coming up later that I had never seen before. So the Cutie Pie is one of the ones that I had never seen before. The French Prep one I had seen before. I've actually bought before. This, oh my gosh, they were only $4 in this store. 60 highlighters. 10 highlighters each of 6 different colors for $4. That is an amazing price. Teachers, students, people who do daycare centers, people who want to have Bible study programs, people who do anything. If you have any need for a highlighter, that is a great way to buy it. And then this had a greater selection of these punches than any I've ever seen. I've never seen the lips before. The first one I showed you was a wave. That's the poop emoji one. And then they also had the cactus one. So this store had 4 different punches, which I haven't seen in a store before. Usually they only have one shape, like that store over in New Smyrna that has massive numbers of them, but they're all confetti. So I thought that was neat that they had those, and I have never seen the lips before. And I didn't buy the lips, so I don't know if they had any more than that one, but that one was still there when I left. And these are Heidi Swap glow letters, and I kept looking to see if there was any other version of these, because sometimes I've seen in stores that there were more than one versions, but I only saw the glow ones that say "You Rock" on them from Heidi Swap in this store. And this box had random items in it. I do have to say that this store, oh, darn it, there went my phone. Sorry about that. I do have to say that this store was amazingly well organized. And the people who take care of this store, you can tell that they have pride in their store, because it was amazingly well organized. And I even spoke to one of the ladies who was straightening up this area, even though it is so well organized right now. Anyway, here it is. Here it is. 4,800 sticky notes for $8. If you need sticky notes, this is the way to buy it. These Arteza sticky notes. I only saw 2 boxes at this store. I didn't buy either box. But if you get to the Eustis store as soon as possible, you might be able to pick up that amazing value on sticky notes. They had the Minion pad again. I love this Minion pad. Every time I show this to you, I love it. It's great. And then this is the other one that I've never seen before. Poolside. It's beautiful. And they had several of these. I did buy one, even though a lot of the patterns are large. They're abstract. So I can still use them in my card making, because it will just be a background abstract design for my card making. And there are some smaller prints in there as well. They had a few of those. And the obligatory red Cricut foil, because of course they had to have it. Do please go to the giveaway. Like I said, the link to this video, the link to the thumbnail that you're looking at, is in the description for the video that you're watching. And then that video tells you how to fill out the form, and also gives you the link to the form. If you don't want to watch the video, that's fine. But do read the form, because the form is very specific and a couple people have filled it out incorrectly. Anyway, thank you so very much for spending time with my channel and interacting with me in my channel. I greatly appreciate you. I apologize for the noise in the background. My cat's playing on the floor, and I don't know if the microphone's picking it up or not. But anyway, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I thank you so very much, and I hope you have a great rest of your whatever time of day it is that you're watching it. Cheers!